All right. Hello and welcome to my tier list video for wrestling championship belts. Everyone's making tier lists, and I wanted to make one. And I thought, hey, let's do it on something that I actually like and something that I have an opinion on. I thought about doing this when I saw the release of the new AEW Championship, which you will see my review on a bit later on. I've got a list of stuff up here of the promotions. I have MCW, All Star, Rock and Roll, Impact, DDT, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Noah, Dragon's Gate, Stardom, AAA, CMLL, Attack, Rev Pro, Progress, NXT UK, AEW, Chikara, CZW, Lucha Underground, WWE, NXT, PWG, Evolve, and ROH. That I'm doing. I don't know how many is that. Like 20? I just kind of got all the big ones. And two from my local area, which I am fans of. So let's start. Uh, let's just start. Let's start. Usually it'd start from the bottom. So let me find one that I don't like. All right, here we go. You know what? I'm gonna start from wherever. So this one is the Attack Pro Wrestling Championship. This company is run by Pete Dunne, I believe, or another Dunne. I don't know. It's run by Dunne. This is their new belt, and I don't know what they were thinking. They're a British company. That is, it's not good. It's not good. That's an F, my dude. That's a big F for the Attack. Next, Stardom. The Stardom's Women's Championship, or the Stardom Championship for the women's promotion in Japan. It's a great promotion, but man, do they make some ugly belts. I like the chains they've got on it, but apart from that, man, that is not a good looking belt whatsoever. Chuck that in F. Alright, what else we got? You know what? We're going to go WWE. The normal. I've picked this WWE belt because it's what they all look like. I've just picked the most prestigious championship from all of the promotions. I don't have a problem with this championship. That's it. I just don't have a problem with it. That hence why it's C. Like, you know what it is. The thing I have a problem with is them picking that design for every championship. Like, at least make it different. Like, that just red is the universal. Blah. Get out of my face. What about this one? This is the Evolve Championship. Now, Evolve is also British. A lot of these are British. Um, I like this, whatever this is, like a, what do you call that? I don't know. Is that some chemistry thing? I don't know. I like the swirls. I like all that stuff. So you know what? We're gonna chuck that. Oof, we're going to chuck that in B. I'd definitely put that above the WWE Championship. Oh, I should also mention that current. I'm only doing current championships. So no big gold belt tier. Okay, what's next? What is this? This is the DDT belt. This looks a lot like the European Championship to me. Um, this is their prestigious belt. One, I don't like the name. Don't like the name at all. I'm gonna put this in D. I'm not a big fan of this belt whatsoever. I like DDT as a promotion, but their belts are not great. What about the Ring of Honor Championship? This is a very good looking belt. The only thing I don't like about it is I'm pretty sure all this design is just on a plate. I'm pretty sure from watching it being carried out, I'm pretty sure that's all plate, and it's not actually grooves. So even though it looks great, it's no grooves. You got no feel to it. That's why it's only. That's why it's an A. It's only an A. It's not an S. You know what? No, S is S. It's a B. It's definitely a B. Here we go. CML CMLL. A what are the USA Mexican? You know, I like it's old. It's old, but one I don't like this. Don't like this at all. This is bad. Let's get some stuff on it. Yeah, there's lots of. This is definitely a D belt. 100% a D belt. Yeah, look, it's the exact same belt. Now, here's a beast of a belt. The Rev Pro, bad quality, but the Rev Pro new championship that they unveiled at Wrestle Kingdom. What was the last one? 13. I know a lot about some belts and not a lot about most of the belts. This is a good belt. This is a very gorgeous belt. This reminds me a lot of the Big Gold belt, which is my favorite belt of all time so far. This reminds me a lot of that belt. It's gorgeous. It also reminds me a lot of the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Hence, why this bad boy goes up in A. Because you can feel it when you feel it. Belts should have weight to them. They should be weighty. And when you feel it, it should have grooves and it should be an intricate pattern. And when you look at it, you should go, damn, that's an expensive belt. That belt looks dope. Give me more of that belt. Let's go onto a belt that I didn't know existed till today, which I've never seen before. This belt is the Chikara belt. Chikara's awesome. I don't know if this is plate or not. I think there's grooves in this bad boy, which I like. It's a nice big belt. Belt should also be big. I'm not a fan of small straps, and I'm not a fan of, tiny little circle, WWE 24/7 belts. Uh, it should be a big thing that goes on you. You put it on you, and you should feel it. When you hit someone with it, they should feel it. I like this belt a lot. I've never really looked at it before, but I prefer it over the Ring of Honor Championship, so that's why it's going in A. It's a great looking belt. Here we go. Here's a divisive one, I think. The GHC Heavyweight Championship. Who's this? Dragon's Gate. The Dragon's Gate Championship. Is it Dragon's Gate? I think this is Dragon's Gate. Let me have a look. Oh, it's Pro Wrestling Noah. Oh, it's Pro Wrestling Noah. Fancy that. I like this belt. It's solid. It's more of a secondary belt though. That's the problem. That's the main problem I see with it. It's not big. It's not a big, bloody. Check out this belt. So, well, I've stuffed that up, haven't I? Let's give me that. So that's why I'm putting it in C because it's too small. It's too small. Belts need to be big. Give me big belts. Speaking of Chikara, like I was, this is the Chikara belt. Man, can I? There we go. This is the Chikara belt. I like. No, sorry. This is the AAA belt. This is the Lucha Libre AAA belt. Yeah, I like this belt. I like this belt, but there's not much to it. It looks like It looks like wood to me. Looks like someone's got a bit of wood and just put it on a bit of leather. That's my problem with it. So even though it's a nice big belt, big straps, thick, you know, two C's, thick. There's not much on it. There's not much to it. Look at it. It's just a face. Mayan? A Mayan face on there. Nah, that's a D for me. Big, but nothing to it. Belts should look good. They should feel good. And that looks something that is just, you know, man, can I stop having testy pops, please? This belt looks like something that, you know, like a kid would make. It looks like a first draft. Looks like a first draft, not something that professional. Here's another one. The CZW Championship. I like this belt a lot. This looks big. It looks mean. It's got the ching ching, edges, the sharp edges, which is, like a what do you call them? Not a lawnmower. Uh, uh, what's it called? A wood chopping thing. I'm looking this up. Chainsaw! That's what it's called, a chainsaw. Looks like it's a chainsaw. Looks like the serrated edges of a chainsaw or of a knife or something like that. I like it a lot. It it belt should also see a belt and go, "Whoa, I know exactly what this company's about." You know, that is a nuts belt. It's a lot like the Hardcore Championship, the OG Hardcore Championship. It's split up. There's you look at it, you go, looks great. Looks great. It's an A for me. Next, this is a local boy. This is the Rock and Roll Wrestling Championship. It is very bad quality because they do not have this on the website. I had to scroll through all of Facebook to find this bad boy. Now, I'm not a big fan of the name to begin with, but that's fine. I don't have to like the name. I like the big side plates. I like the big plate in the middle. I don't like. Sorry. I don't like the blue on it. Don't like that at all. And I don't like that there's nothing going on with the side plates really, apart from a clip art in the middle. I haven't held this belt before. I've only seen it in person once. Um, it's not that big either. Apart, the side plates make it look much bigger, but the main plate should definitely be the biggest. I do like it though, in a sense of its size and what it does. But the overall look of it, I'm not too much of a fan. So I'm gonna give it a C. I know, crazy, huh? But it's a C for me. We're gonna leave the. Here's a semi-local one. This is the centre front, the Melbourne City Championship belt. Once again, didn't have a clip art or anything on their website, so I had to go searching for this bad boy. I like this belt. It looks cool. It's solid. It works with the it works with the promotion's look and how they want to go and the aesthetic that they have really well. I like this belt. It's not big, but it doesn't have to be because it's not circular. If it's a circular belt, it needs to be big. It's, probably about the size of the WWE Championship, maybe a little bit smaller. Um, but once again, a smaller promotion, and I really like this belt, so I'm giving it a B. Let's get through this. Let's go through one I really like. This is the NXT Championship, UK Championship. This is a great looking belt. It's got the same form factor that the WWE Championship has, which is fine. I don't like that they're doing that, but it kind of gives a congruence. Congruence is not the word. A coherent. No. Makes them all look the same. So yeah, kind of, you see the form straight away and you go, oh, that's WWE. This looks great. This is a great looking belt. There's there's depth to it. There's a good aesthetic to it. They don't go overboard with the colors. It's a lot like the Rev Pro Championship, except this one came first. This is an A. This is definitely an A. Running out of spaces for A. Speaking of NXT, this is the NXT Championship. This is another great looking belt. I think I preferred the old belt because it was more NXT. I just felt that was NXT. Like I know the whole thing about a new era and stuff, but we all know that they had to change the women's belt because Paige kind of got stuff on it. Um, but they couldn't just change that one, so they had to change them all. So I do like this belt. I like this belt a lot. It's just good looking belt, but it doesn't follow the form factor of the NXT, sorry, of the NXT, NXT UK Championship or the WWE Championship, which I really like. It gives it its own kind of brand, and you see this belt, you go NXT Championship, dope, looks great, and it looks great around someone's waist. So it's definitely an A for me. I'm gonna have to go off the thing here. I'm gonna leave the best to last. This is the Impact World Championship. Nice big belt, and it's got good colors, and that looks like there's some depth and some kind of stuff to it. You can probably feel it on there. It's a good looking belt, and it's got Australia in it. There, there's Australia. So I'm happy about that, and just because of that, it gets an A from me. There's a lot of A's in here. Not a lot of E's. You either got some good belts or you got some shit belts. Here we go. It's hard to do a good belt, but it's also hard to do a shit belt. There's plenty of shit belts, but a lot of these championships, I think they've done all right with. Anything over a C or over, it's a good belt. No problem with it. This here, this is DDT, yeah? No, that's DDT. This is this is PWG Championship. Ah, never watched much PWG. I like this belt. Bit small for my liking, but I like the green. Very subtle green. Very simple. It's a bit of a rip off of the old WWE Championships, and not just the main championships, also off like the championships themselves. Um, but it's a good looking belt. Solid, very solid belt, which is why I'm going to give it a B. Now, that's A. Here we go, 3 more belts left. This is the Progress Championship. Let me see if I can. I also couldn't. I couldn't find a picture of it by itself. So that's it on Walter's shoulders. It's a great looking championship. Nice and big. Nice and big. It's an A. It's an A from me. Oh, running out of A's. So it's for A's. Sorry, Rev Pro. Second last. This is the All Star Wrestling Australia World Heavyweight Championship. I like simple names very much. I really like the front of it. I really like the front of it. However, the side plates do a big disservice. And I've just realized that the same side plate. There's no Australia in this one. There's only half the world. I do really like the big plate. But because the side plates are pretty garbage, that's a B, man. That's a B. Sorry, All Star Wrestling, I like you, but. Alright, now, the championship that made me do this video. The championship that has swung me from. That's a, alright company, they're gonna do well too. Yeah, they really know what they're on about. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the AEW Championship. It's a bad quality photo, but gosh darn, is that not a gorgeous belt? Cody Rhodes did a quick pan over of it on his Twitter, which if you have not seen, go and watch it. You know what? because this doesn't do it service, we're gonna watch it now. Bullshit. Here we are. Look at this beast. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I've realized I've just forgotten the championship. This is an S tier belt. Definitely an S tier belt. This is probably my favorite belt. This is definitely my favorite belt at this point in time. And the belt, I can't believe I forgot this belt. I feel like an idiot. Here we go. And for my second favorite belt, and a close first, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Not only can you see character in this belt, with you got some gems missing, or gem missing, you can see it's been worn. But look how big it is. Look how big it is. You can see, it's been worn a bit here. It's a bit rough around the edges. Look at how big and gorgeous this thing is. This is the belt that you want to walk around with and go, people will look at and go, wow, wait, that is someone. And the big IWGP heavyweight champion, little name tag at the bottom, and just to humble yourself. I like name tags a lot. Like, this is my belt. I'm not a side plates guy. This is my belt. My name's on it. It's mine. I also like the inclusion of the little nubbins in the leather. It looks like real leather. It's solid. And side plates are awesome. It's a great belt. This is also an S tier belt. So here we go. Folks. That is my rating system so far. Let me move my head so you can see the progress. This is what it is. If you have a problem with it, fight me. Tell me down in the comments. What if I missed a really nice belt? Have I put a belt somewhere where it shouldn't be? Do you not like the new AEW belt? Do you think the CZW belt is an E? Or do you really like Stardom belt? I don't know why. Maybe you dropped on your head. And that's why you like it so much. Maybe you think it's an S. Maybe you're nuts. This is my ratings. Let me know in the comments if you hate me, if you like me, if you like this video. Hit the like button. If you don't, well, don't hit the dislike button. That doesn't help me whatsoever. I thought maybe my mic was muted. Alright, have a good one.